Hello everybody and welcome to second part of my showcase of my new mod, Epic Proportions. Now, last time I had implemented a couple of features such as swords, armors, and they were most of them, um, you would gain through standing on a block, which would summon in either a barrel or just the item itself, and it would, you could pick it up, you could grab it in whatever way, shape, or form. And people didn't really love that, so I did away with that feature. And now, if I were to take, say, the Royal Guardian Sword right here and pick it up and put it in my hotbar, you can see that it automatically enchants with the enchantment to go from 255 damage to 755 automatically. So now, whenever you were to, let's say that you were to go into the swords menu, go to the Royal Guardian Sword, put it in your inventory, you can see that it automatically enchants. Now, next up, you can see that we have a new weapon, that being Big Bertha, having sharpness 650, fire aspect 5, and knockback 5, and dealing a whopping 1067 attack damage. And also, it comes with the benefit of being even larger than the Royal Guardian Sword. If I go into my inventory real quick and grab this one, you can see that it is larger by a fair amount. But if I go and put these both back in here, you can see that this one also has a similar thing where it automatically enchants. Now, next up, we have a new item, the drill, and its purpose is to mine any sort of ore or block that's been added. Now, this one has no animation yet, no custom animation, so it just acts like a regular pickaxe for now, but it will hopefully be getting one in the future. Next up, we have reworks to the armor sets. First off, if you look at the icons down here, they are slightly different now. Specifically the Royal Guardian set. The helmet no longer gives conduit power, and instead it gives you health boost. And overall, if I were to just run around, still have the speed effect, the regen, and the resistance, but you now have extra HP instead of that underwater extra functionality. Now, if I take this all off real quick and put on the Corrupted Obsidian set instead, you'll see that it instead gives me just resistance, and this can be achieved with wearing even just a single piece of this armor. Next up, we have our first of multiple new crafting recipes, first 4 actually, which is the Corrupted Obsidian set, which can now be crafted with Corrupted Obsidian. Like so. And so now it is obtainable in survival gameplay. One step closer to being fully, to having everything fully achievable in survival, which actually, as of right now, all except for one item is achievable in survival. Now, next up, we have a couple more recipes. So, if you take 2 gold ingots and an iron ingot and come on over here to this crafting table, you can go like so and craft 1 hardened iron ingot, which is used for a lot of recipes. And with 2 iron ingots, I'm actually just going to grab all of this right now. If you take these iron ingots here and you make an iron stick, it'll give you an iron rod. It's basically just a blaze rod, but made of iron. See right there? And then we've also got this, where if you surround a redstone block with iron ingots, you will get a power core. And both of these are going to be used in upcoming recipes, the power core and the iron rod. Now, next up, if we take these Treecapitator chains and iron ingots and these rubies and chains, chains being a vanilla item, of course, and rubies coming from the ruby ore, you can take 2 rubies and 3 chains, just like this, and make a Treecapitator chain. Now, if you get 6 of those and 3 of the previous hardened iron ingots, you can make the Treecapitator blade. Now, if we head over to this one right here. All right. Next up, if we take 5 hardened iron ingots, a power core, and an iron rod, put them in a crafting table in this organization right here, we will get a Treecapitator handle. And if you were to actually take these right here and put them into a crafting table like so, one on top of the other, you'll get the Treecapitator 5000. Now, as of right now, they do actually have to be in that specific formation, one on top of the other in the middle of the crafting table. Those 2 spots exactly. This is probably, I'm trying to fix all of these recipes to make them more similar in maybe the next update. Now, next up, if we take some oak slabs or any type of slabs and any type of planks and 1 power core, and we take it over here, pop the power core in there, oak planks there, and surround the rest of that with oak slabs or any type of slabs, you'll get a drill body, which if we take it over to this chest right here and we take 4 hardened iron ingots, you put those in a triangle shape like that, and you get yourself a drill head. If you we will also be needing an iron rod, and if you put the drill head here, iron rod there, and drill body right there, you'll get yourself the drill. So I'm gonna put all this into there. And now next up, we have a couple recipes. I've already shown you the Treecapitator and the drill, but we also have a couple new items. We've got the Royal Guardian Sword handle and the Royal Guardian Sword blade, which will get you the Royal Guardian Sword. You can craft this diagonally in either side. And when you get it, it will give you the enchanted version as well. And it'll be the same thing with the Big Bertha as well. Right there, and bam. Now, there's one thing that I'm not sure what to do on, and that is this one right here, the giant sword. It's, you can see the model's not the greatest, and I was originally going to have the Big Bertha completely replace it. Then I decided, should I keep it? So should I have both, or should I just remove the giant sword entirely and just have the Big Bertha serve its purpose? Because if I did keep it, I'd probably end up remaking the model, but I don't know. I feel like Big Bertha does its job a bit better. And so you guys will have to let me know in the comments what you want me to do. Now, you might be wondering, how do we get the blades and handles and the armor sets? Except for the corrupted obsidian one, like all the Royal Guardian stuff isn't craftable. Well, that's where the newest feature comes in. The very first of many, hopefully, dungeon. Take a look at it. It's a cobblestone structure. It's a little tower. And you go inside. Bottom room doesn't have much in it. Here you can see that there are spawners that currently spawn wither skeletons, but will most likely spawn something else in the future. If you take a look inside these barrels, these have loot tables tied to them that will randomly generate loot from the mod and the base game that I have set them to generate. They can generate almost anything from the mod, and they can also generate iron, gold, diamonds, golden apples of both varieties, bread, apples, coal, redstone. And I believe those are all things, but if you check all of these, you can see this one actually has the Big Bertha blade, which is one of the rarest drops of the entire structure. In here you can see more same. In here, ooh, we got the Royal Guardian helmet as well. It's pretty nice. And then up top, there are two more. If you make it all the way up, or you could just use an Elytra. Ooh, Royal Guardian boots. And in here, Fortified Iron Sword, which also does not have a recipe as far as I remember. Also, this is a good time to say that all of, not the gameplay, villager trade rebalancing, but add-on creators features, right here, all these bottom ones, these experiments are all required for it to run. Otherwise, the structures won't generate, the swords and things won't load, and your world just won't work at all. So you're going to want to turn custom biomes, upcoming creator features, beta APIs, creator cameras, third-person presets, creator cameras, focus target camera, all those are on. But you don't have to turn on the villager trade rebalancing if you don't want to. Anyways, I am loading into a world right here. And if I just let it load in for a moment and start looking around, you can see, oh, there's one over there. You can see that they can spawn naturally anywhere in the world, in the overworld, I should say, except for underwater and underground, and in the extreme, like, mountain biomes. But everywhere else, they are able to spawn. And if I just come over to this one over here, you can see there's all manner of items in there. All manner of items in there. All of them are randomized. There's more loot down there. If I head over to this one over yonder, you'll be able to see that more are spawning in. And you'll also have to let me know if you guys want more of these spawning in, less of these spawning in, or if the spawn rate is about right. But you can see right here, it'll spawn in. It also spawns in this little grass area around it so that you can more easily kind of, you know, be around it and then the general area, and so that mountains like this don't form right inside of it. But you head up, you can see that you got some diamonds, coal, all that good stuff in there. And all of the loot is completely random each time. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.